Welcome to my humble little home, Robert. You know, I remember you as a baby, Robert.
I've grown a bit since then.
I'm sure you have. You must have so many questions to ask me.
Yes, I have. What was the professor working on?
Didn't I tell you? Helmut was the designer of Link. It was his dream, but he died before it was realized. Your father became the project leader.
So my dad was responsible for Link?
Yes, he stepped into Helmut's shoes. Link reached completion on the very day you were born. From then on, Richard changed. He spent more time with Link than he did with his wife and baby.
Why did my mother try to escape?
But she did her best to cope. But she wasn't the same after Richard's rejection. The authorities never approved of her marriage either, because she came from Hobart. Eventually, she decided to return home.
So the bastards had her killed.
You're overwrought, Robert. Would you like some paracetamol?
I don't want analgesic. I want answers. Is my father still alive?
I've not seen him since my husband's funeral. What a magnificent occasion. I wish I could have stayed until the end.
You walked out of your husband's funeral?
I had no choice. Poor Spunky hates cathedrals. All that incense and droning makes him bilious. No sooner had I got him outside than up came his breakfast.
It's a good thing he didn't chuck in church.
Don't interrupt, darling. Well, when I got back, they were all gone. Congregation, choir, coffin and all.
Why didn't you want to visit the club?
The memories are too painful.
Did you go there with the professor?
Yes, we met in a club. Oh, he was a handsome young graduate. And I was a flower in my first bloom. He plucked me from the garden of innocence.
I see what you mean. The memories are painful. Are you gonna sponsor me now?
If that's what you want. I'll telephone the manager and make the arrangements. This won't take a moment. Is that Mr. Colston? Danielle Piermont here. I have a friend I wish to sponsor.
It's another of those easy-to-program machines, which select the record time and channel at random. None of the buttons do what you'd expect them to. These big wall screens certainly are popular. It's an ancient Greek statue made of fiberglass. Nothing I could use that statue for. Now that looks comfortable. I'd better not sit. She might take advantage of me. It's full of biscuits and dog drool. little crunchy doggy snacks. If I pick up the bowl, the contents will slop all over my hands. Ha! The trap is baited. Never mind. Don't wear out your thumbs. Excuse me. See you later. The leaves are shiny and waxy. It's too firmly rooted to pull up. The leaves are shiny and waxy.
What was that splashing noise? Where has Spunky gone? Officer Blunt, come and help me, quickly! Oh, Robbie, can you help?
What's the problem?
Poor Spunky's in the lake.
Thought you said he needed a bath.
Yes, but I found out why he doesn't like water. The silly sod swims in circles.
Let's hope he got rid of his fleas.
But he could be drowned.
Why don't you jump in and grab him?
I'd ruined my uniform. Why don't you save it?
I grew up in the gap. I can't swim. Did you see the dog fall in?
It's my job to be observant, to memorize every moment in minute detail.
So how did the dog get in the lake?
That's obvious. Either he was blown by a freak gust of wind, or else it was a suicide bid.
Never mind. Try offering him doggy snacks.
An excellent idea, Robert. It's a pity Officer Blunt didn't think of that.
It's a pity the mutt can swim it all. He'll stop paddling when he's tired.
But then he'll sink. You men are useless.
It's only a dog, love.
I shall report you, Blunt. And don't call me that.
I haven't time to help. Just for a second, you scared me. But you're only dummies. They're not human. Someone's been making androids. They must have switches to activate them somewhere. Damned if I'm gonna look for them, though. A ventilation shaft. Better keep away from the edge, or I'll get sucked off. It's a kind of bed with wheels. The wheels are locked in place. There could be something useful in there. Wouldn't you know it, it's locked. There aren't any markings on it, or locks. You don't look so healthy. You should get out in the sunshine. His skin is cold, like plastic. There aren't any markings on it, or locks. This place is spooky. His skin is cold, like plastic. He doesn't have any eyelashes. His skin is cold, like plastic. Yo, that's horrible. I don't think a severed head would be any use. Oh no, not her, not Anita. Her skin is burnt and blistered. She appears to have been exposed to radiation. Plastic overalls. Not very fashionable. The power in those things gives me the willies. If it wasn't for the heat shield, I'd be frazzled. It's an ID card, minus the security logo. There's a small monitor screen and some knobs. It might be old, but my coat is cool. Excuse me. Never mind. Hey, Lamb. What do you know about Anita's death?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The girl you sent to the reactor. She's been killed, Lamb.
Look, I don't know aught about murder. You might think I was hard on the lass, but I had nothing to do with her death.
Oh, nothing.
If that's you, Rob, listen carefully. You're the only one who can help. I was supposed to make contact with an agent from Hobart. Trouble is, the rendezvous was in a park on ground level. And now I'm a dealing, I can't get there. The agent's name is Eduardo. I don't know how you'll get to Link, but beneath the city there are tunnels. The remains of the old subway. That could be a way in.
Hello, Mr. Overman.
How did you know my name?
You're a member now, sir. It's my business to know all our members.
Can I go in now?
Certainly. But you're in for a disappointment.
How come?
It looks smart with the lights turned low, but in daylight, it's a flipping toilet.
Do you know anything about a subway?
I've dreamed about them.
Really?
First of all, I'm swimming around like... Then I get sucked up this long tunnel. It's all wet and warm, you know?
I was talking about a real subway. What would you do if you found a body?
Go through its pockets.
No, seriously. A girl I know has been murdered.
It's a sign of the times. There's nothing as cheap as human life. With the exception of this club. How do you know it was murder?
I only met her a few hours ago, and she was fine then.
My advice is to keep quiet. You can't help her now, so look after yourself. Or you might wake up dead one morning.
Never mind. They look really happy. Or stoned. Do you know Stairway to Heaven? They look really happy. Or stoned. Do you know Stairway to Heaven? They look really happy. Or stoned. There's no sign of a lock or a card slot. There's a thumb-sized indentation in the plate. It doesn't react to my thumbprint. Never mind. Hi! Mind if I join you?
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Overman. What do you think of the club?
The decor is really unpleasant.
I chose that myself. I'm Colston, the manager of the club.
Pleased to meet you. Is there a subway around here?
What?
I'm looking for the subway.
What are you, a train spotter? Hear that, Gallagher? This guy's a train spotter.
There's no law against that.
Only because there aren't any trains.
Look, guys, I'm not a train spotter.
Who asked you?
How do I get out of this city?
Can you see I'm busy?
I'll take your turn for you.
And lose the game for me?
You're gonna lose anyhow.
Don't be so sure, Gallagher. I've got something up my sleeve.
I knew you were cheating.
Well, so are you.
Is there a John in this place?
Why do you want to know that?
Well, I might need to use it. Surely the club's got to have one by law.
Have you seen the John Gallagher?
I don't need one. I don't drink like you do.
No, I've noticed that.
Oh, nothing. There are greasy fingerprints on the glass.
Hey, get your hands off my drink, Buster.
Excuse me. Hi. Mind if I join you?
Well, hello yourself. They call me Babs.
Pleased to meet you. Is there a subway around here?
Oh, there used to be. The club was named after the station.
Where is the subway station?
You're standing in it. See the area in front of the stage? The track ran right through there.
Excuse me. Where does the locked door lead to?
Oh, that's the wine cellar.
Excuse me. See you later.
Oh, don't count on it.
Excuse me. Can I have a drink, please?
No chance.
Why not?
House rules.
Excuse me. What are the band called?
The Hot Club Quartet.
But there's only 3 of them.
Yeah, the saxophonist OD'd last month.
Did the saxophonist OD on drugs?
No. Too much sax. He got overexcited and ruptured his lungs.
Where does the locked door lead to?
To the wine cellar. Colston's the only one who can open it. It's programmed to read his fingerprints.
Do the rules prohibit me from drinking?
No, you can drink all you want, but I can't serve you.
You are the bartender, right?
Well, I'm not the cabaret.
How come you can get a drink and I can't?
I told you. It's the house rules. Holston would fire me if I gave you a drink.
I'm gonna complain about you.
Please yourself.
Never mind. I need to inspect your wine cellar.
Forget it, mister. Nobody gets in there but me.
Are we playing cards or what?
All right! This guy distracted me.
The select button isn't lit. Pressing the buttons doesn't achieve anything. They look really happy, or stoned. Excuse me. Do you know a girl called Anita?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Why do you want to know?
She's been murdered. I found her body in the cathedral.
Can't see why you're telling me.
Excuse me. What's your name?
It's Eduardo. Why?
You're Anita's contact, right?
How come you know so much?
She left a message on her card.
Listen, do you know what's happened to Link?
I'm totally confused.
Link is a living, self-replicating organism. Originally, it served as an advisor to the council, but it has gradually taken control.
How? And why?
We're really not sure. Hobart scientists have developed a virus. It will check Link's growth, if we can get it into the system.
Will you give me the virus?
I can't. It's been downloaded to Link space. Anita was supposed to retrieve it, since she had a Shriebman port.
So have I. I owe it to Anita to get that virus.
No chance. It's bound to be guarded.
I can try at least. The leaves are shiny and waxy. Excuse me. See you later.